Welcome back to the channel, everyone. This is Vikram, and that is the all-new Mahindra Thar Rocks, and that is the petrol automatic variant. Most of the people review diesel automatics, but this is probably one of the very few petrol automatic reviews on YouTube. So let's quickly get started. So guys, the climate is absolutely beautiful for a car like this. This is the perfect climate, but the car has become very dirty because of the rains. And this is the key of the car. As you can see, it's just like any other Mahindra key. Coming to the front aspect of the car, you can literally hear nothing because it is a petrol and the car is turned on. It's got the 6-channel grille to differentiate it from the Jeep Wrangler, but in lot of aspects this look exactly similar to the Wrangler. And over here we have all LED DRL over here, and this is a projector headlamp. This is again an LED turn indicator, LED fog lamp as well, which is a beautiful touch. We have parking sensors over here, and this is the front parking camera of the car. As I said, the car is very dirty as it's a black car, but that is how a car like this should be, and that is where it belongs. And over here we have Seat tires. Unlike the 4x2 or the 2-door Thar, we get Wander tires. Somehow this has Seat tires, and the tire size happens to be 255/60 R19, massive 19-inch wheels with all-wheel disc brakes, and discs look fantastic. As you can see, we have 19-inch tires in the rear as well, and as I said, 4-wheel disc brakes. Disc size is exactly same in front as well as in the rear. So guys, this car came courtesy of M&N Motors to us. They have showrooms all across AP. If you want to buy a Mahindra or if you want to just test drive a Mahindra, contact them. All their contact details are in the description below. They offer the best service possible. Coming to the rear aspect of the car, again it looks very similar to the Jeep Wrangler. And as you can see, we have a complete sized spare wheel, which is a fantastic touch. This is the rear parking camera of the car, and that is pretty much about the rear. Regular parking sensors, and the bumper is finished in this edged chrome finish, or it's kind of different finishing. To open the boot, I need to pull this. As you can see, not a very huge boot, but compared to the regular 3-door Thar, this is very huge. And we have a proper Harman Kardon subwoofer over here, and there's a 12-volt charging socket, which is again a beautiful touch. Over here we have hooks to hang your luggage, same over here as well. So we need to close the boot. It's an effort to close the boot as it is a Mahindra. And let me show you guys the side aspect of the car. As you can see, there's a proper footstep because the ground clearance is quite high. So we definitely need a footstep in order to get into the car. And this is where this thing kind of differs from the Jeep Wrangler, because the C-pillar region is kind of triangle shaped here. And the third window as well is in the shape of a right angle triangle. As you can see, we have a Thar Rocks picture over here. Crazy attention to detail. And let me show you guys the driving seat of the car. Before that, we have complete leather upholstery on the doors, on the dashboard, but the lower half of the dashboard is hard plastics. As you can see, it's really a bit of an effort to get into the car. We have two 10.25-inch screens over here, one for the infotainment and the other 10.25-inch screen for the instrument cluster. 8.8 is the average as it's a petrol automatic. And over here we have proper AC vents, dual zone climate control AC, and these flight style controls are for multiple functions. As you can see, this is the drive mode selector of the car. We have multiple drive modes which include mud, sand and snow. And over here, these two buttons are for the front seat ventilation, and rest all are just normal. This is for the passenger airbag. This is not a button, this is just an indication. And this is the hazard light button. Over here we have the gear selector. This car runs on a 6-speed automatic gearbox, and this is a proper rear wheel drive car. And over here we have the auto hold function, and this is the electric parking brake of the car. This car has a lot of Thar badgings. As you can see over here, we have a engrave Thar badging, and the interior looks quite amazing. And the IRVM comes with auto dimming function, and this particular thing over here is the ADAS panel of the car. This car comes with all the ADAS features, proper completely loaded level 2 ADAS. As you can see, when we get into driver assist, It shows us if the ADAS is turned on or off. I've turned the settings completely off as it is too intervening while driving. As you can see, once we get into driver assist, we have adaptive cruise control, auto braking, lane keep assist, pilot assist, which includes all three features. That is kind of autopilot feature of the car. And this car has got massive panoramic sunroof. And the crazy part is, it's got separate buttons. This is to operate the sunroof, and this is for the sun blind. So no confusion while opening the sunroof. So guys, that is pretty much about the interior and exterior of the Thar ROXX 4x2 petrol automatic. Let us quickly get driving. That is where the actual fun lies, because this car is not completely about off-roading. It's got some crazy performance. So let us quickly get driving. So guys, this is the Mahindra Thar ROXX and it's a petrol automatic. This is actually the least reviewed variant of the Thar ROXX. Let me disengage the parking brake into drive mode and off we go. As you can see, this car runs on a 2-liter inline 4-cylinder turbocharged petrol engine, and it's a very huge car. This thing weighs close to 2 tons, so it doesn't feel overpowered for a 2-liter engine, but it is very torquey. This thing produces 175 bhp and 380 newton meters of torque. In spite of being a petrol car, that is a lot of torque, and the transmission is very, very smooth. This runs on a 6-speed automatic transmission, and you don't get paddle shifters, but we have Tiptronic function. We can change the gears from the gear rod, and the gearbox is very, very responsive. It is not completely quick shifting as a DCT, but this thing is very, very, very well performing gearbox. And as you can see, we entered a horrible patch of road. Suspension is not very, very soft because this is not a 4-wheel drive, it's a 4x2. Suspension is not very stiff as well. It is perfectly compliant for Indian roads. It is stable on high speeds, but while you're doing past 120 kmph, you could definitely feel some amount of bounciness. But in off-road situations or in patchy roads, this thing is comfortable. It is not horrible in terms of ride quality. Ride quality is really good. And while driving this car, you will definitely have that premium appeal because you have a lot of leather. This car comes with proper level 2 ADAS. It's got emergency braking, it's got lane keep assist, lane departure warning, and this thing also have adaptive cruise control. So all these three features work together to make some kind of autopilot. ADAS on these cars, on Mahindra cars, is really good. Just like the XUV 700, it is precise on highways where the lane markings are perfect. When you get onto roads where we don't have proper lane markings, ADAS definitely struggles. And the emergency braking is good. It is not very sharp. When the first gen XUV 700 came with the, obviously we still have the first gen going on outside. So when the XUV 700 came with the ADAS initially, during the launch, the braking used to be very, very sharp, but now things are smooth. Emergency braking is not very, very, very sharp. It is kind of subtle. And as you can see, we are in kind of off-road situation. Car is comfortable. And if we want to take U-turns, this being a long car, it's not very tough. And the steering is very light in slow speeds, but while you pick up speeds, the steering kind of picks up a little bit of heft, and when you get into better driving mode, that is zoom mode, steering picks up a little bit of heft, and it gives you a good feel and feedback. But that is not the actual purpose of this car. It is all about long distance touring and mild off-roading. If you want to go for hardcore off-roading, you need to go for diesel 4x4. That car has got a lot more torque, and as it is a 4x4, that thing performs absolutely crazy on off-road situations. Even this is good because it's not a front-wheel drive car, it is a rear-wheel drive car. During off-road situations, as long as you don't get stuck in mud or swamp, this car performs absolutely great. Mild off-roading, this thing nails it. So for 24-25 lakhs, it is absolutely worth it because it gives you the feel of Jeep Wrangler, which is close to 80 lakhs. And both the cars run on the same 2-liter engine. Of course, that is a different engine. And this thing runs on a 2-liter M-Hawk engine. It's a turbocharged petrol engine. The torque is really crazy. But it is not about, top speeds or high speed stability. This car is all about feel. And this being a Mahindra, it is very smooth. Usually Mahindra cars are kind of rugged. Of course, this car looks very rugged compared to other Mahindras, like the 700 or the Scorpio, but it feels very smooth. This being a petrol, it is very, very smooth. And the gearbox is perfect. If you want to rev the car hard and fast, it responds very quickly. And even if you want to drive it sedately, the gearbox responds, in a fantastic way. So guys, that is my short review of the Mahindra Thar ROXX 4x2 petrol automatic. If you guys want me to review the diesel as well, comment below. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video real soon. Until then, this is Vikram signing off.